Bonjour. I'm now live. Do the regular sound checks, please. If you wouldn't mind. Okay, acting like putting headphones on is like the worst thing ever. I'll have the headphones if you don't want to put them on.
No, never mind.
Let's see. What, have we got sound?
Yes, you sound good.
Has there music playing? No, because I haven't pressed play. It might be very loud now. Brace yourself.
It's like thunder. It's too loud for you.
Is this an acceptable? Is my voice over the music? That's a thumbs up. No, we played this game before. Perfect in the past hasn't meant perfect, because like 10 minutes later I got shouted at for it being too loud.
I remember it's good.
Alright. Checks out.
Do you like it?
Yes. We need these icons to get approved, because Pogdan and what was the other one?
Disapproving Dan.
Disapproving Dan. They need to go forwards. Along with the burger. I wonder how long it actually takes to get approved. It's been a few days, right? I don't know. That's not set to two-sided. No, it is.
What's the max file size
What's the max file size?
for this picture?
Megabyte?
1 megabyte.
I don't know. I'm guessing. Toilet straws. I'll click on the things and have a look. Where is it? The max file size is 1 megabyte.
Okay.
And it has to be a resolution between 112 by 112 and 4K.
They're both under that, so.
That sounds good then. Wait for it to upload. Image is not a square shape.
Oh.
I did say X by X or X by Y.
But I had it in between that, didn't I?
No, it's the canvas has to be a square shape.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
What was the lowest? What's the lowest number it could be? 112.
112, yeah. Hmm?
Someone said hello.
I can't hear what you're saying. Beckwith.
Someone said
Oh, in the chat.
yeah.
That's why I need more words.
I see.
I actually can't see my chat right now because there's so many different windows open for Twitch. Who is it?
The Disney Toast.
Oh, hey. Welcome. It's just you at the moment, and Becky, but she's not really here because she refuses to take her headset off while she's talking to me.
She did tell me to put my headset on.
Did tell you to put your headset on. I can't even get my Twitch channel to reappear on my other screen. Just a student. Hey, a viewer's a viewer. It doesn't matter if you're a student. It's all good. I'm happy to have the company. There we go. Well, I had it last night in my test run of this. It kind of proper bellowed out and it was pretty cool.
It is cool though. It already adds so much just moving it like that.
Jammu. I need to remove those, position those togs. But I think it still looks pretty good like that. Just that additional sort of
It looks way more dynamic now.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep the heavier bit down longer, not blown back as much. Kind of works, right? Kind of looks alright. Sort of reposition it a bit. Avada Kedavra. Now I've got to move the togs around like a fool. Yeah. Okay, I can at least merge those down at least. Somewhere like that, I think. Thanks, man. It's kind of like the default pattern that comes in Zbrush, but I've kind of like I like pre-unwrapped the cloth after I'd made it, so that I can apply the surface noise to it. Ooh, such a yawn. Yeah, and then after that I kind of just went around the outside, so like around the seams and stuff here, if I zoom in, got all these additional sort of like loops that run around the outside, so it's kind of like, you know, it's got a bit of extra depth to it, and that kind of works, I think. I hope. To hide my heresy as well. No one must know. Kind of broke his arm though. There's a bit more of a dynamic side view to it now as well, with the cloth pushing back. Really just sort of pushes the silhouette of the character by quite a lot. Just having that sort of additional sort of shaping to it. I think from that side there. Especially with his fat fold. It's pretty grim. Kind of like one, yeah. So what I did is I made an insert mesh using just rings, and then I turned that insert mesh into kind of like an IMM by just turning on the curves. It wasn't like specifically an IMM brush, it was just an insert brush with curves turned on. And yeah, in stages I worked and I just ran the strip up the side of the cloth and made it fit basically. Already really tired. I've been talking for like all afternoon, so I think it's excusable. I'm on the wrong thing, that's why. Confused me greatly. Shadow. See what that turns into when I let it render. One of my hairs just got stuck in my headset, so it pulled on it when I moved it.
Oh no.
I really like, it's got one really sensitive hair now because it kind of like tugged on it. Try and pull out my hair. Let's have a good old think about this render. I'm hoping the back pops, like you know where the silhouette is on the cloak. I'm hoping that comes out quite nice. Not too bad, I would say. As renders go. I need more lighting in there. I've only got one light at the moment, but it's alright. Especially with the shadow on the ground now as well.
Why is your pure ref just a picture of your face?
I couldn't find any of the picture to put there, so I used that one. What other reference do I need? See if I can find something else. I have the icons I could put in, so everyone can see what the icons are going to be. So there's the burger icon, hog jump icon, and then did you send me the other one?
Yeah, it should be a square as well. I sent you the new. Both square.
Saved it to different locations overall. Really weird. And disapproving down is the last one, isn't it? Just tiny. You also used a different colour orange as well.
No, I didn't know what orange you used.
You know, we're very brand conscious on this channel. There you go. How's Farzan doing? He's doing fine. He's working his way on Frontier. I think at the moment he's just playing Elite Dangerous so he can get into the mindset of the game. So yeah, it's usually what happens when you join a studio is they make sure that you're up to speed on what they're doing. And yeah, it should be fun. What did I want to do here? I wanted to... do you reckon this sculptor's done? What more can I do with it? I guess there's like alphas and stuff. But... I don't know if they're even going to come through on a 3D print. I might set up a render for it and then that one. So, how does the background look if I do a green screen background? With the floor being there.
Just make him green.
Yeah, there he is. He's ready. Let's do a quick render. There you go. She's always watching. Basically, this isn't done for free. It's like a slave labour camp. She just stands over me and makes sure that I'm doing 3D.
I'm your #1 fan.
You're number one fan. There you go. You got your Sumo thing. You got your founder badge thing, didn't you? When you used your Prime subscription. Which one? She's done loads. She was a machine when she was making them. There's the dragon, and then there's also Jetpack Cat. Hey, just do a floor look. Just do a green floor.
Oh, cool.
No is the answer. I've worked for ones that are not great. I've worked for good ones too. Sumo, I've never worked for a place like Sumo. Sumo seem to be like very on the ball when it comes to new people starting and making sure that they're feeling good and stuff. Ah, the pieces for evil.
Yeah. I freelanced before I did doing sumo.
I can't stop it from being really dark at the front. Weird like light source in the front there.
You trying to just do a normal render this?
Well, yeah, I mean, otherwise it's too dark, but...
Yeah.
It's got like a weird banding on the light. NBA fun times. I guess I can just sit here and render out a turntable. See how long that takes. Oh.
Dribbling on me.
Ugh. Grim cat. Where's my floating burger? I think that's needed. Have to add it back in, I think. Burger. Got a fine burger now. Whatever I did with it. Hello. Nobody wants your butt on screen. It's just out of nowhere. Yeah. I think he's jealous of you stroking the cat.
Yeah, I think so. Look.
And he's making his way over, so looks like he's about to go and bully her.
Oh, cat's attacking him.
Good. Where's Burger Gift gone? Can't find it. I've genuinely lost the random floating burger I had.
You lose everything.
I do. I just tried to minimise the window while it was rendering. Well, that's gonna crash. And I did not save
It's going okay.
the cape. Well, it hasn't even minimised. So. Tried to open the recycling bin, it just wouldn't let me. Oh well. I don't know where it is. It should be in here, but it's just not. Unless that's it.
Yeah, because it's green screened.
Oh wait, I remember where it is. It's a movie. That makes more sense. I found it. I'm a fool. Media source is what it would be instead. Might be a giant burger at this point in time. Let's do colour key. Okay, we're closer.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll make a truly magical experience there. An environment for it. Sorry, I didn't even see your question. Sorry, dude. No, my plan with it is to do it as a 3D print. So, yeah, I'm going to 3D print him. And then I'm going to make that available to be sold so people can buy it as a dumb thing that I've made. Basically. And then I'll move on to the next thing. Probably should start a new character tonight. I've kind of done a lot with this one. Yeah, I've got a resin one. It's currently doing its thing on a turntable at the moment. If I take you on an adventure, you can come see it. There's the curing pod right now, where it's doing some things that I was printing off yesterday. But yes, there's a cat. Ender 3. I never used one. The only one I've had to have a play with that was like my more powerful one was the Form 2 printer back at uni, and then I bought an Elegoo Mars Pro, and that's been awesome so far. You suck at it. Oh man. What's going wrong? Maybe I can help you out. Although you say it's gathering dust, so it's not like I can help you out right away. Oh man. How did it fail? Like just get stuck or? Ooh.
Cat invasion.
Such a pesky cat. Yeah. Hello. Oh, weird. No good. This piece that I'm, it should be pretty cured now, but this piece that I was working on yesterday, that took 11 hours to print, and it was that plus this piece. So they printed like that on the form printer, and it fits into. Basically, I have a lamp outside the front of my house, and it sits on these posts basically. And the way they've given it is it's like a spike that sticks at the end, and you stab that into the ground kind of thing. But where they're located, I've got gravel, and then there's like concrete underneath that, so they can't stick into the ground. So what I've done is I've manufactured my own sort of adapter for it. So that's the original one. That's the original sort of adapter. It's black on a darkish sort of screen, but you can kind of see it. And then there's my one to sort of match up to that. And they fit into the end like this. So my one basically just goes into the end like that, and then I've connected it up to this thing, and when that's plugged in like that, it sits in the ground, and then the gravel can go on top of it, and then it just stays, and it's a lot more secure now. But I've got to make a load of them, and if it's 11 hours per one, then you know it'll be the weekend when I get to install them all. But yeah, I was really chuffed when that worked actually, because that's the first time I've had to manufacture anything sort of to a real world scale. The first time I did it, when I first put it through the printer, I didn't realise that the software that comes with the Elegoo only takes millimeters; it doesn't take centimeters. So if that's the connector, that's what it actually printed. As the thing, I'll try and get it on a white background so you can kind of see the difference in the two. So yeah, it's like super small. So like there's the main thing, the base plate, and then there's the thing it actually printed. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Although it looks a little bit like a Federation spaceship now, so it's kind of cool. A good prototype, you know, proof of concept, it works. I'll put those back on curing. But yeah, it's pretty solid, I think, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. I can't be bothered to tidy it up because it's going to go under the ground essentially, so just leave it as is. That's just serrated my skin.
No.
I forgot the inside was basically just knives. It's just chewed me up. My knuckles missing skin. Haha. Nice. It handles it really well. So like, I don't know if I've got my example piece down here, or then I take it downstairs. It's all downstairs, I think. But yeah, it does super high detail. So it's basically like, I guess it's been sculpted and then turned into like a mold, and then like literally resin poured into a mold. That's how well it does it. It's quite surprising actually. So yeah. I'll be interested to see how well it prints off this this cloth here, because it's quite thin now because I've made it one single plane. So that might be an issue. I don't know, I've never had to print it. But hopefully it'll be alright. I might do the wands like an attachment maybe, or I could try and print the whole thing as one. Because it could do it with the shapes that are there, it could do it. I just need lots and lots of reinforcing loops, struts to it. Which isn't the end of the world, but it just makes it quite a fiddly clean-up job. So we'll see. I could also look at making it a bit easier on myself as well, and just sort of like just chop it up into like quarters, or like just chop the limbs off it and have those as attachments. I do the prints in components, sort of thing. Also means that I can make the print a lot bigger too if I do it like that. So we'll see. It'll be the first time I've done a print like this complex. So. What should I sculpt next?
Another thing to print.
Yeah, this has been quite an organic thing, so maybe I should do something that's more hard surfacey.
Do like a cool mech and then print it.
Do a mech? What if the master students do a better mech than me?
Print their mechs.
Print their mechs. Bonjour. How you doing? I can't work out what to do. If I do a mech, I mean, I could do it all in Zbrush. I could just show off all the Zbrush high poly stuff, I guess, and do things.
And it would be really easy for when it comes to printing to like separate the arms off and stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. It'll have more of a plan for 3D printing than this did. This was just a dumb in the lecture kind of thing. Have I finished my Voldemort? I think I'm pretty done with it. If there's any more to be done, I don't think it would get picked up by the 3D print. I'm already a bit dubious about most of the cloth getting picked up.
Please print out the burger just like as a separate model, like massive.
A separate burger model. Yeah, I can do that.
I want that.
Yeah, we can do that. That one I can do. I can accommodate that one. I thought about doing, like, I don't know, just sort of texturing it tonight. But I think I want to do a new project.
Yeah.
This is a very rare feeling for me, because usually I never want to do 3D again after I make anything, so. I like how his edema leg came out. It's very... It's like mine when my leg got really bad. Just like super swollen shin. And then my other leg being like really shapely. What do I think about the Marmoset tool bag? I know it's really, really awesome. I did buy it,
Yeah.
and then I said to myself, cool, I'm going to play with this and learn it, and I just haven't. So I bought a thing I don't use. The 2 minutes that I was in it, it did a really cool job of things, but I think like with most products like that, I think they could always do better with just like setting up the UI to be a lot friendlier. Ooh. I don't know why they don't like look at what the existing stuff is and just be like, we'll make it more like this as they're developing things, and then everybody has the same sort of like expectations of a program when you use it. Some of the stuff I've seen people do with it looks amazing, so when I do have time to get into it, I probably will do like a nice render. I probably could do a nice render with this actually. I mean, I'll see how this turns out for a video, but I could probably throw it into Marmoset as a high poly, or even as a decimated model, and just see what it looks like in Marmoset. Don't know if we'll get all. How many polys have I got on the scene?
No.
I can't do anything while I'm
80
rendering.
million or something.
It's something like 80 million. I'm always willing to learn too, so if I did it on the stream, I'll happily accept input from people teaching me it, because that would be really cool. I always like it when people have an input and just teach me stuff. I also need to learn Blender. That's the next thing as well I need to do. I'm gonna try and transfer 12 years of 3D, 13 years of 3D into using Blender, so that I'm future-proofed for when they inevitably change over to Blender as an industry standard. Yeah, I think there's a lot about it that just looks crazy powerful and awesome.
I think it's a lot of plugins as well.
It's tons of plugins, yeah, absolutely. But that's what's kind of like Max is like that, and Maya's like that. Like those two programs alone, without plugins, are just standard 3D modeling packages with kind of okay UI, depending on how you think. But so when people talk about Max and Maya's, the differences between the two. Let's go down the character pipeline, hair and stuff like that. They'll say that oh, you can look at hair and fur in 3ds Max and that's cool, but if you really want to make really amazing looking hair for games, you have to use Maya and you have to use the what the hell's it called? What's the hair plugin called? I've totally forgotten it. I genuinely can't remember what it's called. XGen. They say you have to use XGen. But that's all well and good. However, if you want to be AAA quality, you'll find that the AAA studios will use 3ds Max, and there's a hair plugin that you can get for that costs something insane, like $400 or something, and that does the best hair between the packages that I know of currently, anyway. But I can't really teach that in a lecture because A, I don't have it, and B, it's a bit of a harsh expectation for me to see a student fork out $400 for a plugin, Hey Becky, go into moderator mode because it's blank to Word.
Yeah, I don't think it's allowing links, and I don't know why.
Well, go look in your moderator mode. It's the sword in the bottom right. Does it just auto?
Yeah, it auto does it.
Weird. That's fair enough. That makes sense. I hide my licensee stuff at the top just so nobody sees my things. But I think we're in that position where, if I go back even 2, maybe 3 years ago, I couldn't have afforded Zbrush. It's only really when I got full time that I was able to start branching out. I bought 3D Coat really early on because there was a big crazy sale they had on it. And the original cost for a developer license was 200 something quid, and randomly there was a Steam sale for it, and it was 75 quid for the whole professional lot, and I managed to get that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. I guess it is a link, because I can't see the link at all, yeah. Yeah, keep your eye out for the sales, definitely. The coolest thing about Zbrush, though, and Pixelogic in general, is if you buy that version, it pretty much is a one-off payment, and you will pretty much always be guaranteed to get the next upgrade free. It's always been free as far as, since they started, all that upgrade system. There is a clause that says we may remove that, but they've never done that in all the years, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the Pro version definitely helped me, especially when I was doing my freelance work. Ooh. pretty much. Yeah, I've definitely tried to use Blender, and I got into it and I thought, okay, how do I make a box? As you often do when you get into those programs, like, how do I make the basic stuff? And I just didn't understand what I was doing, because everything was behind like weird ass menus and stuff. And I looked into it more, and people's main complaint is the UI, and then it's just obviously because it's such a hodgepodge of like different stuff mangled together. Because it's open source, that's why it is the way it is. So I think now that they got a massive bunch of funding from Epic, I think, and then somebody else has just put money into them as well. So hopefully the entity that is Blender will be able to develop it a lot more now. I personally see it going the way of Blender. Just because it's free, you know, and it's powerful and it does the job. Yeah, I think you can definitely substitute 3ds Max for Blender. 3D Coat, if you can get it on the sale, is at least fairly cheap in comparison to everything. Marmoset is, I think we pay like 120 quid for the whole thing. It's the Marmoset Toolbag 3.
Yeah, because it goes on offer like 30 or 40% off every now and
then. Yeah. So there was definitely like an offer for it that you should keep your eye out for that. And Photoshop, that one. So there's two ways around that one. So there's Photoshop. As a student, you could probably pick it up and get it cheaper, or you can use Photopea instead, which is a browser-based version or a clone of Photoshop. And as far as I know, there's no like weird. I don't know how there isn't, but there isn't like a licensing thing or like a royalty thing on it. So it's just something you can use as an alternative, a free alternative, and it basically mimics the UI of Photoshop and does most of the same stuff pretty well actually. And it's some of the stuff that I've suggested to students to use. So yeah, £1,000 a year is way too much money. Yeah, I think back in the day you could pick up 3ds Max for a cool one-off payment of £6,000. But they've changed that, I think, now. So it's all that license and stuff they introduced, which I hated. Yeah, it is a lot of money. Considering how many people use it as well, and how many studios use it. Same as Maya. It's just too much money. I think the one that's the most craziest amount of money for me, just what you use it for, is probably Keyshot. Keyshot's really, really nice. Like, if I had Keyshot right now, like a licensed version to use on outside of uni, I would be using that right now to do all my renders because it's just nicer. Oh, there's a cat asshole. Great. It's doing
wholesome content.
Wholesome content. That's right. Does that count as a breach in TOS? Cool.
There's a cat.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Skedaddle. Amazing. I aim to provide an exquisite entertainment service here. That's why I need to get all my icons and stuff going, and all the whenever stupid that happens, I could just like pop an emote or something for it. Which ones have I got enabled on the sound thing on the actual chat page? These are mostly the things that you wanted to play at me.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, Nyan Cat, especially. And
that's staying at £5 because you're never going to invest £5 in playing Nyan Cat, so. Yeah, of course I do. I don't know how you're going to get me to see it though, because I can't see links for some reason on the chat. Unless I can edit that. Oh, you could always just type it and then I'll add the www to it.
Yeah, we changed it because the bots kept putting in.
Did I? Where was that? Where was that changed?
Your page.
Emotes only chat. Finally. No, but I'm working on trying to see links if I know how we can find the button to do it. Still don't really know my way around all the Twitch stuff yet, so.
There we go. I'll turn it on.
Oh. Try it again. Stop doing it. Is this a Google? I'm going to have to go and Google it.
I have turned it off, but I don't know if it just takes a while.
It should just be like instant. Let's have a think. If I search how to block it, then I can unblock it.
I think I have done it, but it's just...
What day is it? Monday?
Yeah.
Bins need to go out. Exciting content for everyone there. Moderation.
I've already turned it. Look, scroll up to the
Yeah,
top.
it does say it's just...
Yeah.
My Discord's open. Send it me on Discord. I'll look there. If you can, send it me on Discord, of course. There you go. Nice. Was it for like a... What was it for again? The scene?
Game Jam.
Game Jam. But like, was it like a... He's got like winter clothes and stuff on, right? So, what was the theme overall? Lost and found, okay. Cool. Did the game get finished for the Game Jam? Like, did you get your character into the game, or like with so many things with Game Jam, it just ends up like running out of time? The one-word answer's a lot for me to go on. I'm glad you got to make it though. It seems like you had fun making it. So that's pretty cool. I need to add those emotes to the thingy. I'll just keep not doing it. There's damn Pog. Is he gonna let me do it this time? I'm gonna refresh the page. Is it definitely smaller than
They both is.
in kilobytes? Checks out. Is it definitely square?
Yeah.
Checks out. Oh, there you go. Just being awkward, I guess. One more comment on that one. Pog.
Pog.
Well, the emote code it gives me is X3D Web, and then
Oh, okay.
just call it Poggers. There you go. And then I guess the last one is the disapproving dad. I put what for that one. What? There you go. Maybe I just need 3 for somebody to actually like go and like push the button to accept it.
Maybe.
Because it's been 4 days with the word burger just sat there in this little icon of a sad burger.
Oh, they sent the game to him.
Oh, oh yeah, I got it. I'm investigating now. You can see as my face lights up. Oh, I saw this. I remember this. So you're gonna get that diamond? Cool. Are you happy with how it turned out? Like, did you do all the stuff that you wanted to do? Get all those. What you want for when you pick up those diamonds, you want them to like react and pop and stuff when they you kind of pick them up, kind of thing. I can show you a game that I made. Not for. Yeah, time was running out. Yeah, you only get a couple of days. I can show you a game that me and a friend of mine. Who's now he's now lead tech, I think, for, well, at least one of the lead designers for Flix Interactive. We, for our masters, we did like a quick little game. Let me just get rid of all these menus. There's too many things on the screen. Except for that, because that's the music.
You can send links.
I can send links.
Yeah.
I think the links are hidden, so I have to actually maybe show it. Or it'll crap though on it. I guess I'll have to try and send a link. I thought there was one. Map pack 4 apparently.
That sound's coming through.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oops. My bad. All the music. I was really happy with the water in this game when I eventually do show you. I spent ages on the shader for it, and it came out really nice. Bark, bark, bark. And I spent way too long on the sunflowers when you do see it. This isn't a keyboard. Should have worked anyway. But yeah, Orange Bot Bot was pretty fun to play. Digital Beef, that's the one. It's almost what I called my channel name on this as well. I decided to be, I don't know, remotely more reserved. Some of the cool things about this game though is the whole sort of texture set for it is basically just I think about like 20 different pixels, and everything's just unwrapped to those pixels. And then all of the floor and everything are modular, and all of the sea is modular and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't add the gems floating across the screen thing in. I just did the exploding bits with the particle editor cascade at the time. I'd have left the picture going across out. I know it goes up to that in like Spire and stuff, but I wanted it. I didn't want that bit in. Cool. It was made in... It was basically over 4 weeks, but it was really just like 4 days, like the rest of my masters. Everything was just done in 4 days, really. It just adds a little something, right? Like it gives you that sort of like feedback that you've hit it. I think the controller vibrated as well when you picked up some stuff. Not like crazy because you're obviously constantly picking up, but it was just that little bit of a feedback that you'd hit something. And obviously the sound effects and stuff, it made ding noises and all that kind of stuff, which is always quite fun to set off. This render better be great at the end. Depends what it is, I suppose. What is it you're making, or obviously if you can't say, don't say. But you know, it's you need a fair rate for things. I think a lot of people sort of tend to sort of undercharge, you know, because like what you just said there, you know, with the amateur thing. Hey, no worries. I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you could join me. Always feel free to join in the future when I pop up and stuff. It's always a pleasure to talk. So yeah, enjoy your tea. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like you're making a simple model and stuff, like you still need like a fair rate for something, right? It's unfair for someone to just be like, oh, I'll pay you in beans because you've never made something before, and I don't know if you should be getting paid that. It's like, no, you should be getting it because you put in the time to make something. Yeah, cool, awesome. And then yeah, in terms of the like what Becky's saying there is basically you look at a certain hourly rate is probably the best way to do it. And you sort of say, well, regardless of what I'm making, you know, it's just in the... You do like beans. That's don't get paid in beans. I'm telling you now. Not in an official capacity, but yeah, it's basically you should definitely sort of like, you know, charge a good rate for what you're doing. It's £10 now and certain percentage on top of skill. That sounds pretty good. If you're going into like an actual contracted thing, I'd probably say aim higher than that because the skill set and base that you've got are, you know, they're educated, they're developed, and you put time into learning that sort of skill set. It's not just something that's over an exceptionally long period of time. It's something you've worked on recently to develop a skill set in, so you've got that too. I think you'll find some people describe it as like a race to the bottom for rates because they think if you charge less that you'll get more back, but sometimes in freelance you don't get that many jobs and you need to be paid for what you've done. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I advise Becky to ask for. But that's because Becky had also, like, I guess the thing that you pointed out is the experience thing, and you saying that you're an amateur and stuff. Becky had like gone into competitions and she was recognised to some degree already with work, and she had a reference from someone influential to sort of say, hey, look, this person's good, you know, employ them. If you're just starting out, I think the £10 an hour thing sounds fair. You know, if it's just a very small thing. If it's something that's going to take you a couple of hours to do, then definitely, you know, £10 an hour kind of thing. If it's something that's going to eat up your time, then you need to get paid for it. Maybe go for the £10 an hour, and then if there's any additional things, just work out a percentage on top of that. Like Hungriest Connor, the hungriest of all Connors, is suggesting. So you're rigging it as well, so that's a completely different skill set as well. Yeah, I mean anywhere between £10 to £15 an hour, based off however many hours you think it's going to take, is probably what you should charge. If it's literally like a cube and you're rigging a cube, maybe just, you know, minimum pay. The base rate in the UK for pay, right? But yeah, if you're taking the time to actually craft something and then you're going to rig it as well, that's going to take time. So yeah. I think that's natural. If that's your first sort of like freelancey thing you're doing, then yeah, I'd say it's quite worrisome. The thing that I would definitely suggest is always be upfront with the person that you're working for, or building something for, and be honest with them about how long things are going to take. If there are any setbacks and delays, don't try and deceive them on what's going on. Basically, the more open you are with hey, this is going to take this much time, this is when it is, the more open they should be with dealing with issues that might arise like that, and then they won't just sort of blindside you with oh, actually no, I've cancelled the commission with you, and I ain't going to bother with it. The other thing as well is, I guess contract-wise, is that you probably should have a contract with them to say that you're going to get paid, and make sure that you have that before you start any work, or give them any work at least, because otherwise, they could just take it from you and then not pay you. Because people do that, and people are dicks, and they'll try and just use and abuse artists because they don't value it, but they don't understand it. So sometimes it's useful to have a clause in there as well for if you get X amount of the work done and then you don't complete it, they only pay you a certain amount of money. Other types of contracts can be they'll pay you half now and then half when it's finished. Stuff like that. It's just it sounds really terrifying to start trying to negotiate that kind of stuff, but it's needed because people are bastards. That's why. And it goes the other way too. It protects them, so that they've got a contract that they can hold you to as well. So if you say you're going to deliver something, then you should deliver it, right? That's how you build up that credibility as well.
Two jealous cats here.
Apparently. He's also dangerously close to the sound system. By dangerously close, I mean he's lying on it. I feel like I should have spent more time on the sculpt on the very back of that cape there, just not, since I've moved it, and just sort of pushed in that fold a bit more, so it just pulled it out a bit. Looks kind of a bit too flat, maybe. I'm going to get the PayPal sorted, so I think they're preparing to pay some upfront. Oh, that's cool. They're a friend. Okay. I'm sure there are people that will warn you as well, when you're working with friends, that kind of stuff is even more important. Just make sure that both of you are protected is the thing, if they're a friend as well. So you want to make sure that you're doing right by them and that they're doing right by you. I think it's my thing, and as long as those things are covered, then you can just have fun with it, right? They always expect the discount. None of my friends do. They understand. You pay the coin with me. You get the premium content, the premium beef. You pay that hot dollar. My first ever commission I did.
I want to go get it.
Don't go and get it. No one's seeing it. It got printed and everything, but yeah, those are hopefully all lost to time. But the first commission I ever did, I got paid $2,000 to make a character, and at the time, my skill level back in at that was like I was still in uni, and I thought it was like shit hot. I thought it was, this is so good, and the company that bought it was for an engineering company, and I guess they didn't really know any better because they thought it was great. But I saved a brochure from when it got printed, and found it when we moved into this house, and it's just sits in our toilet downstairs now as like a like an effigy for like, hey look, things can get better, and you don't always stay at the same skill level. You will get better, kind of thing. But I think I looked out on my one. So, how long did it take me? It's my first ever commission. I think I really dragged it out. I think it was 4 weeks, but it looked from what stage it is now, and it was like all done in Zbrush and stuff. It's the kind of thing that I'd do in about 15 minutes now. It's really bad. The anatomy in it doesn't exist.
I'm gonna get it at some point. One day, we'll show it.
Maybe one day. When I build up enough followers, and then I can afford to lose them, then I'll show it. When I hit those donation goals, that's what. We'll do it that way. How'd you go about making a contract?
There's websites for it.
There's definitely websites and templates you can look at. That would be worth just having a Google and looking at. For me, I've just written my own. Got them to sign it. I've signed it, and then provided a copy, and then that's the contract basically. Yeah, you basically you cover yourself. Finding a template would probably be best. The absolute best thing to do is obviously seek legal guidance. And have a solicitor look at something. But if it's amicable, and the thing that you're claiming for isn't like multi-million pound deals, then you can probably be okay with a written agreement between two people as your contract, but both signed and copies made, and then that's just held by both parties. So if there is any troubles, you can go to a small claims court and be like, look, this person owes me money, they haven't paid. Here's the contract we signed. I've delivered it. Here's what was delivered. And then a judge will make a decision based on that. I really like the back of his leg now. Really looks good now. Also, that bandage that's fallen on the floor, that was like a nice little touch, I thought. I thought it looked good. I don't know how well you can see it on the stream, but in HD land, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not too tricky. Legal stuff can be very tricky, but like I say, keeping things above board and document everything you do. Keep a note of all the hours that you're working on. That's really important for freelance stuff. Just so that there's a record of everything you've done, at what time you've done it, and how much was done in that time, because that's very important too. Especially if you do like things like overtime and they ask you to do more work or rework stuff. That's all chargeable stuff. So. So between games art and games design, there's no real currently in its current standard. There's no real reason to switch over, unless there's particular modules that you can only access via games art that you're more interested in. If you want to get on characters and you want to learn characters with me next year, you have to do the games the character modeling for games module, and then you're allowed to access my real-time character art and production module as like a full character art route. Regardless of which module you're on, you just have to pick the correct. Regardless of which course you're on, sorry, you just have to pick the correct award. Becky said she was on the design one, and I think that's the one. That's also the one I was on. I was on the design one overall. Yeah, there's no real sort of differences in that sort of respect. There's just like a few more niche stuff, I guess, from an art perspective. It certainly tries to focus more, I guess, on the artsy-fartsy side. Which is useful, but it doesn't sort of hinder you, I don't think. Afternoon, Jack. Good evening, Jack. Good night, Jack. Any particular modules that you wanted to do that you can't do on games design? Is that playing Leroy Jenkins currently? I can't hear it. So.
Oh, that was very loud.
Was it very loud? Jesus. I'll have to listen to it later on. Was it super duper loud? I can turn that bit down, you see. I've got like a separate mix bit for that. Sound alert. My whittle earsies. Yeah, if you can find out which one it is, then that'd be good. I still haven't worked out how to just draw sound from like individual things, because currently all the sound is playing through like my output speakers, so like in my headset. So I don't know how to like capture sound from like individual sources yet, because when I went through all the things that you can add, it was literally just like add like a window capture or a MIDI capture, but it didn't offer any sound choices. So I still have a lot to learn and play around with. Leroy Jenkins out of nowhere.
It was for Jack's entrance.
Jack's entrance. That's pretty appropriate for you, Jack. In all fairness, I've turned the sound down now, so it'll never play as loud as that. How loud was it? Because I didn't hear it.
I turned my volume down before I pressed it, so.
I'll tell you what I can do. I can lower it down, right? I'll lower it right down, and if I go into the actual app that plays from, I can replay it, and then I can hear what the sound level is, and I'll just leave it at that level forever. It's there it is, 3 minutes ago. How am I going to hear it? How am I best going to hear it? I can listen through yours if I borrow your headset. Or you play it through the sound system. Why?
Because it would be just.
Well, now I've got two headsets. The most uncool look of all.
Look at this.
I don't know. Look, it's on camera and everything. Right. Replay this alert. That's pretty okay. That's an acceptable level, I feel. Also, what have I been telling people about your mech? Will ask me out of Lupe how to make things fast as it's for me. Not specifically you. I just said it was advice that I gave a whole bunch of students. Was what I did when I was in my year was anyone that was better than me, or I felt was could produce work that was better than me, was to ask them how they'd done stuff, and learn from other people, basically. So that in my year, I had Medina Chianidi, and she taught me how to use Zbrush. So I leveled up a lot from just listening to her about stuff and watching how she made things. And to give you like an idea of her skill level, because we're both in the same year, when I graduated and she graduated, she went to go and work in industry for AAA games straight away, and then she. All the characters that you see in Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 are her creations. So, yeah, she's powerful. But yeah, I always think it's best to learn and not be afraid of showing, I guess, your weaknesses on those things. You're in, when you're at university, it's basically a case of like you're in a safe place to do that and make those mistakes. So yeah. I think she's freelance now. She moved completely over to freelance because she could make more money off it. Weak at a lot of things. I think, yeah, every day is school day, so the saying kind of goes. And even me, like, I've not stopped learning. I've had to continually push to learn more and more stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things, really. It's, you got to keep going for it. Yeah. Don't know how much she's developed her outstation, though. Do you know? She was a lead at DICE, is what she did, and then her stuff is just like super nice.
Tasty burger.
Yeah, it's Tasty Burger. Yeah. No correlation to any of the burgers you see on screen. Medina's super nice as well. She's such a super nice person. But yeah, her work is really cool. But yeah, she did Lair. That was the other one she did there. Nice. Got a couple of cool tutorials as well for Marvelous. There you go. That's somebody who I look up to as an artist. Amongst all the names that you will often hear, that's someone I look up to. Looking at next. My outstation I made because Becky kept trying to make me do it, and eventually caved in, and I've only uploaded 3 things, and they're all basically unfinished with the exception of Teemo, which was just like not even remotely close to the specs of like the game or anything. It was just my own little thing. And that's it. All the rest of my stuff is on my own website. But even then, it's like half-finished stuff and just bleh. It's a monument to mediocrity.
You can put this sculpt on it.
Yeah, I think I will probably put this sculpt on it when it's all done and stuff, and I'm happy with it. It's fair enough. I'm so bad at organising all my work, so I have a NAS drive of like 9 terabytes, and it's currently half of that's full of just artwork. But like so many things, I get bored and I just put them in folders called beef, and I rename things beef, and yeah, I don't know what half my stuff is. I can't even go and try and find it right now.
It's like real life.
It is like real life. No, it's not, because I know where stuff is. You can move it. If I leave things on the floor, that's where I expect to find them again.
I see.
It's my mind palace. Beef helper. I did make a helper for level 5s and level 4s for animation and also my real-time module. It was basically a bat file that you could run, and it gave you your entire course folder structure for the module with every single folder labelled and set up with subfolders so that you could just dump your work into and keep everything organised. And I think maybe 2 people used it. So... Oh, you're referencing that one. Okay, fair enough. My bad. Did I call it Beef Helper? Did I really call it that? No. I called it like the Webster Helper, surely. It was on a module, so there's only so many beefs that I can drop on a module. There's like a limit. Yeah, that's the one. Cool.
Beef helper.
Yeah. Webster Helper, that was the one.
Beef helper.
Oh, it was actually called Beef Helper. Oh, wow. Okay, well, maybe that was one of the beefs that I could drop in and no one was looking. Where is that when you needed it? I can make one. I can make a bat file for you if you need it. I figured master students would be a bit more organised, you see. They wouldn't like me, interfering with their lives as much. Not that anyone does, but you know what I mean. Where's my hairband thing? My beard's annoying me. I keep pulling on it. I don't know where it's gone.
Butt scratcher.
A butt scratcher. A beard brusher. Extendable beard brusher, so for like just be really lazy and just like just off screen, just so you know.
Put it under your tablet.
Under my tablet. No. Disagree. Don't know where it is. Would you be able to grab me another one from the medicine cabinet in the ensuite? Like a billion of them. The thinnest one possible.
Thin boy.
A thin lad. I have influenced you. What have I influenced you to do? Sit, learn modelling, unwrapping, texturing, and if I fail, I say to myself, well, let's try that again. But with more feeling. Yeah, it does sound like me. Yeah. Do you want a new one? The one that I haven't dropped on any of the master students yet. So this is a fresh hot take for you. Is do it nice or do it twice. There you go. Have that in your head for the rest of your life. Do it nice or do it twice. Gotta take the time to plan it and set it up nicely, or you can have to do it twice. You can have to do it again. You're welcome. It's been set in mine. It's one of the mantras that I was taught, so there you go. It was Scott Spencer that said that. So you can blame Scott Spencer, really. Who's that?
It's a tiny hairband.
Looks like it's being used.
So you used it.
Is this a hairband for ants?
You did.
No, I want to use that one.
Oh.
I'll have it as well. Maybe I'll use it as like a double.
The other one's good.
Yeah. I need to plait my beard as well.
Yeah, drink.
Cool. I've got like a load of drinks here, but can you take some stuff down? Because I have just surrounded myself with tonight's meal and also just like 2 empty cans and a cup of tea. That I'm mostly finished. Impressed? You should be. You're all right up to here. Vision, so you're not visible at this point here.
Can only carry this.
advanced character and creature sculpture on Year 3 of Games Art. It's a good module. It's run by Tom, that one, I think. But I think, don't you do add mod instead of that one? I'm going to bring up the syllabus and I'll look as well. And then games design stuffs. Yeah. I like how when you go on computer games design, it's Becky's work in the background. That's pretty funny. Course content. Course content. So Year 3 is individual games technology portfolio, individual technology project, senior collaborative game design, development, and testing. And that should be core for both of those, so that's correct. And then the optional modules, there's 6 for game design and 3 for... Jesus, 3 for games art. So advanced character creature sculpture. Okay, so it's definitely on there. Advanced games and technical design, cinematic animation and motion capture, military games design, development and philosophy. Hey, I did that one. Master the artistry of game environments. That sounds like an Elliot module. Individual games technology portfolio. So yeah, basically, you could do whatever they do on advanced creature and character sculpture, but on ad mod, basically, if you wanted to. So if you wanted to make beasts and creatures, you could just do that in your ad mod. Yeah, I don't see any reason to sort of, unless you really want the art side of the degree kind of thing. It's essentially the same sort of stuff. I mean, there's no, I guess, great benefit between the two really of us swapping or anything like that. Especially if you've already gone through most of it. Yeah, there you go. There's my advice for you. No worries, it's all good. If you need to change it, like let's say you got through second year as well, and then you decided to swap, you can always just do that. That's possible to do. So it's not the end of the world if you do that. Just speak to your award leader, and they'll advise you in more depth, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there you go. A lot of people were convinced to swap over by Dave Charm. Telling people to swap over. I think the way everything's going anyway, we're changing a lot of the overall award structures for stuff. So I think we're trying to make things a bit more focused. So if you want to be an artist, you have a very clear route, no matter what award you're on, as to how to get to become that character artist, that environment artist, or vehicle artist, or animator, that kind of thing. I know I'm making changes for the masters at the moment. I'm writing a whole bunch of stuff, and the main thing I've done is really just shake up the overall structure of things and make it very sort of diversified in how you take a path. So if you come onto the Masters, you can be a character artist, or you can be a vehicle artist, or you can be a very specifically a designer of X thing, and then you've got those paths that are available to you. And then there's like key points at which people sort of like intersect and come back in together, so they're all together as a year kind of thing for modules. Kind of like how it is now, but like just a bit more clear and a bit more loose and a bit more free to do what you want. More so than what I was able to write in. Sorry, more so than what I was able to write in when I took over the award this year. So, yeah. With character art, how important is 2D art skills? I can't draw. I can illustrate to some degree of like how I want something to look. I can visually communicate, but my overall anatomical skills are not that great. I did one painting that was kind of came out okay when I tried it last year. It was my first ever digital piece of art. I'll see if I can find it here. But yeah, my 2D skills are nowhere near as good as my 3D. That will royally piss off artistes with that inflection above the E, because they think that you can only do 3D and you can only become a character artist if you do that. But our industry is like a very unique position where what you create speaks for you more than someone saying that you shouldn't do it. So if you can make the character look good and anatomically correct and be a high standard, that speaks more about you and your skill set than being able to also draw in 2D. It's more of a desirable skill trait. I found it a lot easier going backwards as well. Being able to do 3D and then going to 2D has been a lot easier for me than it ever has been the other way around. Yeah, I hope once more. Yeah, definitely. I think so. There's been plenty of times where people have said that I can't do stuff, and you just prove them wrong. What the hell was I looking for? The weird picture that I drew. What was it? My first sort of illustration type thing. Where would that be? I guess in a conversation I've had with someone. Must have sent it to somebody. Yeah. One of the hardest things to realise at university is that a lot of people come in with skill sets already there from like just their existing life they've already had. So that's definitely something to consider. Thank you, Goblin. Much appreciated for the company. Sorry to lose you from the chat, but it's been a pleasure having you. Hopefully I haven't bamboozled you too much with advice, but yeah, hopefully, as always with any advice, it's been useful. And yeah, have a wonderful evening. Find this dumb picture I did. Maybe it wasn't last year, maybe it's like 2 years ago. Thank you. Do you remember what I did with that really crappy digital drawing I did?
Crappy?
Crappy question mark? Yeah.
You mean the face? That you did?
Yeah.
I remember you sent it to like your sister.
I got stuck at the comparison picture of when I shaved all my hair off at the beginning of lockdown and Varus. because I'm wearing my jalaba, and obviously it looks very sort of Middle Eastern in my look compared to Varus. And then past that I can't scroll any further, so I don't know. She just doesn't get that far.
Using my nice.
I don't care. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at your freebies.
For my fresh
I'm going to start spreading rumours it's from Blood Money.
From where?
Blood Money.
London.
Where is this bloody thing? Oh well, maybe it's just gone and I can't get it back. Never mind. Man needs an apron for bib. What? Or a bib? Man needs an apron or bib. What are you saying to me? Who does? What's happening? Do I need one? What are you saying? I don't know what's going on. I've done it again. I've turned 3 pages at once. What's happening? Why do I need? Swoldemort needs a bib or an apron. No, if I give him that, you won't be able to see his glorious belly and gigantic fat man titties that I've given him. Hey dude, how's it going? Have you memed the crap out of your presentation tomorrow now? Cat.
The puppet show.
Huh?
It's like a puppet show.
You've got like 3 to 5 minutes to do this presentation. You don't need slide transitions.
You need the ones that like fly in and like flip around.
No, what you need, and don't do this is obviously a joke, especially you, John, don't do this. You need, every time that you do any interaction, you need to play laser sounds and gun noises. Which is what I did when they first introduced PowerPoint into schools. Back in day. Shortly before that, they introduced word art, and that was the greatest thing ever. I'm sure every teacher appreciated having massive, like, colourful letters just like in every single Word document. Back beast. Yeah. Got more room. It's like he knows he's going to be on camera, so he just won't go in front of the camera now. Bouncing stars, that's definitely one. Okay, Connor's doing the thing that... John, you can tell Connor about this sort of stuff. We call it overscoping. For a 2-minute presentation, or 5-minute presentation, you want to model some fireballs. Meow. 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 Eh. It's just a playing with the texture on it. You said the words model. I disagree before you even type it that a plane is modelling. Shaping. You shaped a polygon. That's what you've done. It's not the same. It can be bendy. You make a plane with no additional subdivision, so literally a 2 triplane, and apply a bend modifier to it and tell me what happens. Okay, I've realised I've been showing. You know how we're supposed to have 3 blockouts? I asked you if you could skip that and make 3 weapon blockouts instead. I realised I didn't need to ask that because I've already done it. I've literally given myself more work than is needed because I'm an adult who forgets things. Well, sure, but it was in the assignment to make the 3 different ones anyway, so you didn't really ever need to ask me because it was already written down. I just was humouring you when I replied and said, that's fine, just make it work within the assignment brief. But I'm glad you've done stuff and it's there. Basically, yeah, I'm treating it like, basically this is like a crash and I'm just looking after some kids. I'm humouring, pat you on the head, humour you. Hello, is it time for the butt on the screen again? I don't think it is. Let's not do that. Oh. Stand on my belly if you want. Hello. I am joking, by the way. Hello. Meow. 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 Go that way. Don't go that way. Please stop him from going up there again. He's just going to do the loop. He's back again a lot.
He's back for more.
He's just on the loop. PowerPoint is refusing to allow you to add animations for idle shows. What is this outrage? It sounds like, for once, Microsoft is doing you a solid. And it's telling you not to do it. Meow, meow, meow. This is disappointing news. Oh. What a shame. I'm so glad you found it. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting. We're going to have half the group that will have tried very hard to do these presentations, and then the rest of the group that have basically won't have done a presentation. That's what tomorrow's going to be. And also the follow-up session. Because there's quite a few of you, I'm going to have to split it into 2. What are you watching?
Some sort of 5-minute craft-esque videos.
Oh dear.
I think he's making a cake.
I mean, I gathered it was some kind of cake, but meringue toasted. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I recognise the shape of the... What was that?
ice sponge.
I see. It surprised him. There's a paper crane origami transition. Man. Please don't have. Just please don't pepper them in. Just please. I'm begging you.
Hello.
Tom's not going to know what's going to happen to him tomorrow. It's going to be like. So bad. You're going to all get feedback from him like, this is just a bit amateurish, and why have you done this? And then I'm going to have to sit there and explain, like, well, they've all worked out that they're not going to get any marks, so they figured they were allowed to do it. And I kind of just didn't stop them. That's what it's going to be tomorrow. Oh. Time is my lecture tomorrow. What year is it tomorrow? Timetable is day is it tomorrow? Tuesday. So that's at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So from 1 o'clock tomorrow, the day will be very interesting indeed.
Oh my god, it wasn't even a cake. This is the dessert.
So it's a honeycomb meringue chocolate fondant thing with some kind of like barnyard fence. And it looked like it took 50 years to make. And it probably cost like $70 to eat. And you get like 3 things.
And then Adidas sponsored underneath it.
And then Adidas has sponsored it. It's a very confusing time. Oh, is it nearly time to get the love rocket from WoW again?
Oh, yeah.
Attempt to get it.
Like really rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you just have to do the dungeon list.
Basically. That's what my stream's going to be when I can do that. It's just me doing the
You have
dungeon
lots of characters.
loads of times on every single character that I have, and I'm never getting it. Over and over again, never getting it. And this render, come on now, hurry up. That countdown had better not be correct. Because that says 60 minutes.
Yeah, because you're literally 2 hours in and all you've done is render so fast.
Oh shit, has it been 2 hours? 2 hours of rendering, jeez. Love rockets. You know, wow. The 18 rated edition made some changes. No, the big love rocket is something you can get in WoW as a mount, and it's a Halloween.
Rocket.
It's a
Pink rocket.
It's the big love rocket.
Yeah, there's literally a rocket that's pink.
Oh yeah, it's a giant pink rocket, basically, that you can fly around on. And it's only available to get during a special dungeon event in February. For some reason, I can't remember why. There's some kind of thing happening in the real world every February. And it has like a really, really low drop rate, so basically no one on the planet has it. And I say no one, out of at peak 18 million people that played it, the percentage is something like 0.01% of all people have it. So yeah, to get hold of it is pretty great. But once you get it, can't you put it up on the auction house?
Oh, can you? I didn't.
I thought maybe you could. I can't remember. You're making it work, Love Rocket, pink Love Rocket, nice. Exactly. I knew what I was doing. Don't type it in as to what it is, but I don't want to know what what you found on Urban Dictionary. Oh, dear me. Where's that tiny little one gone?
I'll see, the other one's literally just here.
Oh, I found it. Okay. Or, alternative, I could do double Greg. Yeah. If this is the Greg. Which like that. That definition. I'll look it up, but on a separate browser altogether. What? The description's very powerful. Why does it end with bong? Triple exclamation mark. Quadruple exclamation mark. Doesn't it always? Not usually when I write it down, no. I go for a very modest, calm and measured response in my writings, in my memoirs. I've done the thing on my beard too tight, and that's just like pulling on my beard. It's so very rigid. The split. Serious question. Yes, people are very worried about tomorrow. People don't like presenting and talking. And that's the whole point of doing these, is to get people used to doing it. Because it's masters, right? And you need to be able to talk to people that potentially might give you a job. So that's why we do it. That's kind of why we're supposed to take it seriously. And also just check up on how everyone's doing. It also helps with people's sort of like verbal and visual communication skills. So the goal really tomorrow is just to basically convince me and Tom that everything's going well on the project. There we go. It's a very strong look I've given myself. Don't really think it works from this camera angle either. Give social distance hugs. Can do. Oh. I think some people need a bit of a kick up the bum too to actually get things going. Way too many lights. Well, that's probably some of the feedback I'll do tomorrow, and it's probably better to get it when I'm in the actual lecture giving you its feedback. I can do it, but I'll do it tomorrow. Oh right. Well, you always get. I always try and give feedback, right? Like I'm not just gonna be like, "Thanks for your presentation. Moving on to next student." It's not gonna happen like that, right? Like there'll be some kind of feedback, which is why we try and say, you know, do 3 to 5 minutes of talking, and then that gives us like a minute or two just to to respond and give you some direction on it. I think the thing that everybody's forgotten to do so far is probably the paperwork, like the actual paper. That's probably the one that's probably missing from everybody's stuff. I don't know about you. I don't know if you started yours. going on here? I say, are you regular? Authors, go away. Treat the word a bit like a guideline. It's just to stop people waffling. It's to stop you waffling. Yeah, I'm not too fussed on it. Basically, what happens with oh hello, the Great Inflictor is here. They proper spam my cam up and everything. Hello. I forgot what I was saying. Oh well. What was I saying? Some nonsense, probably. No, they don't count. Anything you put in an appendix as well doesn't count. I really regret doing this turntable. That's basically what will be 3 hours of sculpting that I could have done. Oh well, at least I get to talk to people. It's not so lonely now, just looking at a green screen and having a cat bother me.
It's like 2 hours.
It was about 2 hours or something, wasn't it? There you go. Man, the threads on the back of that cape look really good. In the silhouette right now. Just against the green. They came out well. I like how you clicked off it, thank you. Thanks.
Oh. That's, my turn too.
Go look at your own work.
Yeah.
See how it is.
I was gonna do more retopping and I couldn't be bothered.
Software that artists use for turntables that process materials very well. You forgot its name. The two that spring to mind are Keyshot and I guess the Marmoset Toolbag 3. That'd be the two. Marmoset, there you go. Yeah, I probably, like I said, at the start, sort of, I guess not the start of the stream, but maybe about an hour and a half ago, I was talking about those things. With, I don't know who Goblin was, but whoever Goblin was. I obviously teach them, but they never said who they were. The Marmoset Toolbag, I bought that, but I never used it, so I don't know what I can do with it. I know what you can do with it, I've seen it, but like, I need to learn it more, so I'll probably end up trying to learn it on the stream more, and then people can tell me what to do. Teach me. Reverse lecture. That's what we'll call it. And Blender. Blender's the other one that I need to go over. Say go over. Learn. And I'll probably do that on the stream too. Like I'll do little projects using that. That sounds fine. What usually happens when anybody teaches me something is I'll learn what they know and I'll absorb as much as I can from that, and then I'll make it my own thing, and then I'll take it even further, and then that's usually how I excel in the area that I'm focusing on. Maybe. Was it 3 or 4 that we bought?
I think we got a 3 and 4's the newest one.
Yeah. There you go. I can't imagine the difference between them is immense. I can imagine different features and stuff, but the workflows will probably be the same.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Well, I'm here for at least another 46 minutes and 52 seconds, so I really should be trying to do other stuff on the screen, but because it's rendering, it's kind of like taking up the space kind of thing. How much RAM it's taken up? What does it say at the top? Active moment. That's only using 8 gig of RAM. Okay, I can probably, if I create a new window, I can probably play a game. Window capture. Hey. He's been sat here just for this.
Yeah, I know. He's watching it.
Now it's over there. What are you going to do? Have they added painting to it? That's probably the big difference then. You can render in 3D Coat as well. The rendering in there is pretty good. If you ever want to check that out.
That wasn't that expensive, was it?
No, it wasn't that much money. Why?
Because he said it's expensive.
Marmoset.
Maybe the new one is.
I guess it's relative too. I mean,
compared to other programs.
how much was it when you got it?
Oh yeah, that's for number 4.
For 4, yeah. For 3, when we got it, it was 120. Yeah, I'm trying to stop company heroes making loads of noise. So far, it's not going well. I guess let me know if Company Heroes is making loads of noise. Come on, buddy, out of the way. Yeah, that's fair enough. May as well. I guess if I'm going to be learning it on stream as well, then it's that'd be kind of useful too. I guess. I mean, the stream's recorded, so can always go back and look at those free tutorials and stuff. Ooh, this is chugging. I wonder how well it's going to play. Is it making any noise, by the way, or is it quiet?
I think so.
Good.
I don't know if that brush is still rendering.
Yeah, it is. What, you think it's completely died?
Oh no, it's just like not moving.
Maybe. Well, the memory at the top's definitely changed. I could always just not play the game and just sit. Close down those windows. 52 slides? You're going to be clicking real fast, let me tell you, Sunshine. I'm not going to sit through 52 slides. You are having a giraffe. You've got 3 to 5 minutes. 5 minutes at a push. 52 slides. If it's 52 slides of just Bob Ross's head, I'm only joking on the second slide. You on your wait? Didn't I leave you on your first slide about maybe 6 hours ago? I sense deception. I just can't think on the next slide. Right, so after the first initial slide, it's here is what I have done. And then you show me your block out for your TIE Fighter. I want to see a completed block out. That's what I want. Everyone keeps trying to model a bloody thing. Just give me all I wanted was some primitives. 4 weeks to do some nice primitives. You asked me a question, but we've been talking. What was the question?
The big block of text.
The what? The big block of text?
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, it's like excessive. How much is too much for the module? I just had to add this mech in some snow with some people that have died in the blood and snow. I mean, you gotta do it tastefully, right? I've got to be able to show the model off in the future and be like, hey, look at this awesome piece of work. And if it's like a bloodbath, like genuinely graphic, then it's probably going to be a bit of an issue. But if it's like, I guess find a diorama of where that's been done for like a snow scene, and then try and use that as your point of reference for it. Say again? Scroll down. You can talk loud.
Scroll down.
Scroll down. Oh, thank you. I guess you'll see more of him when he turns around and stuff. What? Jack, what is tasteful blood? Describe to me tasteful blood. Are we talking like, you know, a bit of blood down the cheek on a vampire scene, or are we talking Resident Evil levels of blood? Like what are we talking here? You've got to give me some scope for this stuff. Okay, well, blood can be okay to add. The best thing to do is give me some form of representation. Give me, you know, a point of reference to how much blood you were thinking, and I will say, this is too much blood, or that's about right. The main focus, of course, should be the actual mech itself. So maybe worry about blood later on. When it comes down to blood as well, you've got a whole host of like new issues that you have to worry about. So one of them is like, do you need that blood in the scene? Does it have to show? Then you've got to worry about like, well, how are you going to paint that blood onto the scene, or how is it going to be on characters that you've got hold of and you put into the scene for the diorama you're making. And then on top of that, you've got to worry about blood pattern and blood splatter and the colour of blood. What colour and references are you using to make sure the colour of blood in snow and cold environments is correct, and what's the difference between coagulated blood and fresh blood and things like that. Go out and find some reference. Just have a wander around Stoke, you'll find some. That's pretty good. I enjoyed that. Ooh. My word. I've got tea, but I've also got this. I've not finished this monster. Which I'm just pretty sure at this point, based off its taste, is just diabetes in a can, so I kind of regret drinking that. I think it needed to be really cold, and mine just wasn't cold enough. The inositol and B vitamins, and probably like 10 tons of sugar in it, just didn't chill enough. Hanley Park would be pretty useful. If you want to go grimy, go to Central Forest Park, which is the opposite side of Hanley, and it's the bigger one, with the one with the lake, like the big lake in it, and like 1 million birds, just so many birds and ducks and swans and just scummy people. Stoke-on-Trent's got its charms. I like Stoke-on-Trent. There is something about it. No, blood on the floor after being shot is a fine thing to search. How to clean up blood on the floor after being shot isn't a good search. You should look at doing, in terms of environments and stuff for the mechs, one of the things that I'd probably recommend doing is like looking at, I guess the sort of, almost like Warhammer kind of environments, you know, the small sort of diorama pieces you can buy for either Fantasy or 40k. 40k probably fits in a bit better, but Yeah, you probably should look at that kind of like size and scaling and just look at how it can be presented overall. Don't forget the module's on making a mech and making a weapon, so... Trim. Trim and nice things, don't go over the top with it. Don't do 52 slides worth of environment. Got him. Oh, we're getting close, look. He's almost back round. I can't remember the starting pose. But we're getting there. These horrendous noises you're making with your hands.
Sorry.
Disagree with them. They're crack-a-lacking. Dear me. Is there an off-brand Harry Potter music that I can play for when I do the turntable for this thing? Something that's royalty-free, preferably.
I feel like they're never gonna give you up song, but like where it has weird tones to it, where it goes off
Oh,
key.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, they have that as the Harry Potter.
Why would I have that one? That is not even remotely Harry Potter.
No, I meant that as like Harry Potter, so an off-key.
Oh,
Harry
an
Potter.
off-key Harry Potter. I got you. Poor man's Harry Potter theme. I can do that. I can. Again, I assume this is royalty free. I'm gonna have to read the thing before I play it. Theme is the word I'm missing there. Okay, it's royalty free. Excellent. Nice. Very good. Let's crank the volume up on that one, and then I'll pause that one. Dear me. That said, it says it's royalty free and then immediately says, if you want to license this track commercially for podcast videos and movies, etc., details are in the description. So, he's very confusing with his wording here. I played 20 seconds, not 30, so it's all good. Checks out. It was for educational purposes. I want to make that very clear. It was a study of music that we were doing. I just didn't say it out loud. There we go. Back to the safe realms of copyright-free and attribution-free music. That man's going places. Yeah, he's getting... He's going into the I never want to be used or discovered by anyone places. I can't wait to actually go to town and the whole make dirty from this. Right, again, we will have a lecture on this, but whenever you pick stuff like blood or dirt, it's got to have a story. It's got to have purpose behind it. You can't just like, you know, spam that all over it and be like, good times. You are Speed. You're Sanic right now. You're going to be the Sanic of texturing if you just plaster the shit out of it with dirt. I want you to spend your time building up the layers in Substance. I coach him up, I think, first, no matter what. So I'm pretty sure I teach you ways of building up paint layers and flex and things like that without having a curvature map. Strange because one of the rules on subbing to lecturers. You are completely free to sub to me. There's no rules. This isn't university. I'm my own free entity out here. Hence why I'm making a fat Voldemort. So yeah, you are completely free to do so. And ask all kinds of questions and just be involved and chat and it's all good. Whoa. Yep. And of course, I'll appreciate the sub, so yeah, please do sub if you want to. That's awesome. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Awesome sauce. Yeah, thank you. It's I want to build up a community. I think that's the thing I want. I desperately want that in life. If I can do it on here, then that's cool, because it means I'm free from the uni then as well. So yeah, thank you, Alice. Metal paint wearing off the base metal of the mech is something that is going to look dope. Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that we can do, and the way we'll go through it, is basically like, you know, just building up layers, and also just like being a bit smarter with how we can, I guess, work in those layers. So it's all a bit more procedural to some degree. I think there's more we can do, but it should look pretty good. Hey, you're welcome. Hopefully the content that I'm putting out is worth the sub for it. And yeah, I'm looking to do more stuff down the line. I've got a lot to learn for all the stuff that I've talked about today already, so I guess the next things I'm learning is, because I've kind of said it now, is Blender overall. Followed by Marmoset. They're the things that I'm going to learn on stream. And then everybody else gets to be the lecturer and I get to be the student that knows nothing. Until I learn the buttons and then I master it all again. Yeah, I mean, so obviously, like, my 3D stuff definitely gets looked at more because the market on Twitch is massively saturated for games and stuff. I still want to be able to do playing games on my my streams and stuff because that's fun for me, and this is fun, and I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun. I don't, I'm doing exactly what I do at work right now, but I don't know. There's something very different about lecturing and just doing this kind of stuff. This is way more chill, right? And I get to do the things that I want to do and talk about the things that I want to talk about, and that's more fun. I just want to have fun. I think for me as well, like, it's also a bit cathartic because I've not enjoyed doing 3D for a good few years now. Like, it's very, very much a job now. Whereas when I started out in my path of career doing 3D and industry stuff and working freelance, it was the hobby that I took to a pro level, and it was really, really fun. And then, like, I don't know, like, I've had to, like, fight very, very hard to get where I am, and work very, very hard to get to where I am. And for me, that's kind of like just taking a bit of that sort of joy almost out of pushing pixels around and making cool stuff. So, are you getting the burger as an emote? Yeah. When it gets approved, the burger is an emote. And then what have we called the middle one? Poggers Dan. I can't remember what that one is. I think it's just whatever the weird code is that you type in, and then Poggers, and then the disapproving Dan, which is from the Discord. And I hate my face in that one because I look like a potato with a beard. But I was told I had to have that one. That was by consensus of the chat the other day. So, yeah. And then what other stuff do we need to develop? I need direction as well. I need the channel crafting by people in chat and suggesting stuff, because I want people to engage with things. I randomly put in the sound stuff just because it tells you to do that when you make a channel. So far Becky has spammed the crap out of Leroy Jenkins and what did you do the other day? The sea shanty one.
Yeah.
So there's the sound one that plays. The bit stuff is already all set up for, like, I guess the tier type stuff and the amounts, and the only icon that it plays at the moment is the cat gif, the same one as when you say, oh my word. Good. There you go. There you go. I like how I think I'm getting money for this, but really, you've paid from the money in the house. So it's essentially I've paid for that in our collective. Paid to be tormented on my own stream.
Yes.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
Unless we're counting it as, like, your own money specifically separate. Then it's just you directly attacking me. Pakistan, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I took it right before the stream, or during the stream. I took that picture, so that's the most current, up-to-date photo of the side of my face.
12-hour Football Manager save.
What's this now? Right, John. I need to really stress this to you. I can't. I don't think I can stress this enough. I'm not playing Football Manager. I will play FIFA. Badly. I might even play it against Becky. And she'll beat me. Because I'm very bad at it. I think I'm great. I'm not. But I am not playing Football Manager. You need a beef thing. I thought about that. I need to unlock more slots though, so there needs to be, like, more tiers of people subscribing and things like that. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to happen before I can do all those things. I literally have. How do I find out how many subscribers I've got? Doesn't actually tell me. Guess I gotta go try and find out. My thingy. Create a dashboard. How often do I stream? I've been on pretty much every night, bar maybe 2 nights. So my current stats are wherever they are. There you go. There's my stats for subs so far. So I have 8 subscribers in total. And in terms of, like, how long I stream for on every day, so I've pretty much done every day. Catch me outside. See, I am off that chat right now, so I can't hear the sound, so I'm okay with this. what have I done so far? So I have done 47 hours of streaming this past week. Is what I've done. So since last Sunday is when I started streaming, and I've done 47 hours. I got affiliate on the Tuesday, and then since Tuesday I've amassed my, including yourself. Why do you want a refund? Is it because I didn't hear it?
Play it.
One second. I need your headset. I'm going to hear it. It should just play it through to me, so I don't know why it just doesn't do that. Was it in here? Let's see. Sound alerts. Monitor is off. Monitor and output. Now I should just be able to hear it myself. There we go. I'll replay it. Now I can hear it. There you go. What other ones do you want? How many can I have? Let's see. I can have a total of 24 different ones, so I can set those up, I guess. What, you want Yoshi? Or are you just saying Yoshi at me?
Turtle made it to the water.
Oh, jeez. That sound drove me insane. And I thought it'd be really funny having it on, but I've just got, like, Vietnam flashbacks all of a sudden. From playing WoW. I hate that minigame. What am I looking for? Yoshi. Did you want Yoshi? The ba-dong?
You just said Yosh.
Oh, it just says Yosh. Oh man, I did the... Right. Okay, I'm real tired. Okay. And the exclamation mark looked like an I. But clearly isn't, because it's obviously an upside down I if it was an I. But my brain just read it as a thing. I'm going to search for Yoshi, of course, because now I've said it. And now I want to hear it. But this is probably going to be really loud. We should have talked about customizing stuff when I was more awake, and it wasn't 8 minutes past midnight. Mixer. How do I change the volume?
So late.
It is. Turn that down a bit, maybe? I'll just leave that as it is. I don't know. How hard's that? There you go. Nope. Nope. That one.
10.
Do it as 10?
Yeah. Tiny little tiny.
10 bits, there you go. Add sound. There's now a Yoshi noise. Dum. See, Jack thought you said it. It's a very, very cool way of saying yeah. Excellent. Amazing. I don't know what. There's literally an entire library of stuff. What would be useful ones to have?
Just spammed by Yoshis now.
I'm going to take all your bits in Yoshi's, that's what I'm going to do. It's a pretty good one, right, for 10 bits. I think that's fair. It's a nice one just to pepper in now and then, you know? This is just what you want to... Anthem's still going? I have that installed right now, and I didn't even know it was still running. When I logged into it, it felt like it was super dead. Oh, you've got a new badge now. You're now the Bits leader.
Oh, no.
There you go. I didn't even know they were set up, but apparently they are. I don't know how are you the Bits leader? Is it just based off plays? Oh my god. That one's definitely a more of an impactful one. I'm going to love this presentation. John, I know I'm going to love this presentation. The care and the love that you've put into playing Rocket League so far, doing your presentation, really is going to come through for us tomorrow. You felt it was appropriate. They still have the Xmas event stuff in it. When I logged in, there was bones everywhere. There was just bones everywhere. I don't know what that was from. I just saw the slideshow, John. I don't think Dan will like it. Oh god. Is the slideshow to a Stafford University master's student standard? Or is it just memes? I was trying to answer the question of like when do I stream and stuff for Alice. The answer is basically most nights. So I'll try and stream stuff because it basically, I don't know, I feel a lot more relaxed when I'm doing this, which is really odd because I'll basically start talking from 9 AM, do the job or the lecturing side of things, which is pretty intensive, right? And then I'll just come away, play some games, and then do all this. But I'm not going anywhere, I've got nowhere else to go. And all my projects and stuff that I'm doing are sort of like just sitting there, so I may as well do it on stream if I'm going to play games or talk about 3D. For the most part, it looks like I stream in the evening, is my answer. Apparently an ad played, and I got 2p or 2 cents for an ad that played on somebody's thing.
When is an ad played?
Say again? I don't know. Maybe when the stream started, somebody added it and they didn't have ad block on. It just played it. I'd leave an ad block on. Ads are annoying. Really? Wow. That's so crazy. I was looking at Anthem stuff today as like a character project to do, so next Saturday I've got to do like a college sort of taster day kind of thing for like art students coming to the uni, potentially coming to the uni. And one of the things that they... 10% of a Freddo. In which decade? I guess the 90s is the answer to that. But here's the thing, and you might be able to see it because it was sprung on me, so I didn't really know when it was going to happen, and then it was offered to me by Dave. What platform do I want to deliver it on? And I said, can I deliver it on my Twitch platform? And he said yes. So I've made a separate set of folders within Streamlabs right now for the university broadcast of it. Basically that kind of thing is what I'll be doing. So I'll be doing a live stream of a sculpt and talking about just some Zbrushy type stuff. I gave it the name Zbrush : A Tale of Clay and Pixels is the title of that event. And then every other event that's happening for all the different areas of, games design and stuff are all just like making a monster and things like that. So I gave it a really dumb name. And because I'm running through Twitch, I've basically gone through and disabled, in advance disabled that setups, like follows and pays and all that kind of thing, because I didn't want a bunch of college kids just peppering it through. And then Becky's going to have to sit on Saturday, just sort of like moderating it for me, to stop them all from doing the swears. Huh?
Let's get his tongue out.
Oh yeah. He's also got that weird triangle face happening. What he's doing. But yeah, one of the things I was looking at doing for that was an Anthem character. So maybe that's something I should do during this week, is just sort of set that up and then just do like a bust of one of the concept arts. There was like a bunch on ArtStation I was looking at and they look pretty good, so. I'm reading your thing, hang on. My eyes have like literally blurred out. There's anyone that actually went from my college, and we went on our own backs because the college was like, games isn't a career choice. I also got fired from my current part-time job because I went to say oh wow, what a wonderful place you worked at. And what a terrible college for giving that advice. I didn't go to college, I went to sixth form, so kind of, the same sort of business. When I went to sixth form, I had a whole bunch of teachers that basically kept telling me that I shouldn't be there. I studied things like history and mathematics, chemistry and English literature were the main things that I studied. And when I was in pretty much all of them, with the exception of history, the teachers were just like really against me being there. The math teacher used to just throw sweets at me and call me fat, when I was actually quite thin at that time. And that broke my head a bit, I think. So yeah, it's kind of weird for me, college. So yeah, there's bad teachers out there, right? there's people out there that just don't care. I'd love to see what any comments have been said there, but I can't see because there is a cat ass in the way of the chat, isn't there? Yes, there is. If I move it on the screen. Now I can see. They had a game design course at the college. Well, that is really weird. Why bother having a game design course if you're gonna just advise people not to go to games? Oh yeah? That's fair enough. Oh, I don't sit on that. Becky, can you call the cat? As lovely as he is, he's up in my business right now. You've given me some bits. Can you quickly show to use all of Zbrush, please and thank you? Yes, I can. Here is Zbrush. You're welcome.
I can't keep moving.
He's not willing to move. Come on. Meow.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so for that extra 10 bits, I'll move the burger out the way and show you the icon. There you go. Don't say I don't pay out.
He's back.
Go on. He's pesky. My tutor studied here. Yeah. Need an alert with a cat walking across the screen. I think, is it possible to do that? I think you have to actually like do a cheer to get those ones. So the cheers I can customize with my own like gifts and stuff. It's the sound ones I can't do. It just always does that purple thing, but maybe I just haven't looked hard enough at changing the image. Settings? Seems to just be text, so I can have text instead. It's no different.
Your thing finished.
Is it? We'll come up with a cat thing. You're getting your money's worth. You can do it through Cheers for sure. Cheers definitely let me do that, but I'll have to set that up. So what we can do to get the cat thing as a request for the channel, what we can do is we'll get a cat. We've got 3, and we'll record it, and then painstakingly crop it out and have it as a transparent GIF.
Oh my god.
And then that can play whenever a cat walks across the screen and you see a cat in the shot. Then you can cheer for it, and then the cat will appear and it'll do the thing. That's the best I can offer you. I think I can also do it as text to speak, so you can add a message to it. That would work. I had like 3 things in my head that I needed to do. One of them was to change the thing, but I'll do that another time when I've got the cat thing set up. So I can come off that. Analytics I entered. I'll stream when I can, as much as I can. And anyone all is welcome to come hang out with me. Voldemort has finished his thing, so the last thing I can do for the stream today then will be to make him a transparent GIF, much like the burger is right now, as a thing. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll do. Because that's fun. There's all these things that are open. Be gone. Let's get rid of the green background, at least.
Export that video.
Say again.
You need to export that video.
Say again.
Export that video before it crashes.
Oh yeah. Probably should. Swoldemort. Done. Oh, I don't think you get to see it again, but I at least get to see it. Oh, you do get to see it. There you go, there's a spin.
Oh my god, it's so quick!
It always plays it really quick, and then you can just add multiple ones to it. So that's that done. I'll save the actual file now as well, because I haven't done that at all since I moved the coat. So all of that was done on no saves. And that's the kind of quality content you come for. It's the danger sculpting, we'll call it. No save sculpt, 1 coin sculpt. I'm going to love this. What's this about scalpers? I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet because of scalpers. So I'm like sorely missing out on some premium Everybody's Golf content that I miss in life. If I could play anything right now on the stream, it would be Everybody's Golf. I just want to play that. And I haven't been able to play that for like 2 years because my PlayStation 4 button melted out of itself. Where was I? So they're going to try and police it. I don't know how they're going to do that. What's the plan? Oh, legislation stopping multiple purchases. That's a weird one though. I don't think that'll pass because literally you have a freedom of buying anything. You can buy stuff. Unless, you know, we're in a pandemic and it's deemed essential. That stuff can be limited because you want to ration that out. What they should do instead is not stop people from buying it, but basically have a law in place to say that if you buy something, it can't be sold at higher than the existing retail price within 5 years of the launch of that item, basically. Or 5 years, or within 5 years of the purchase price. So I think that would be a better way of doing it. Yeah, but 32 signatures isn't passed, and then it's got to go through the Lords as well, and they have a bit more of a brain. So, yeah. Right, I've totally forgotten what I'm doing. I guess most of the stuff I'm going to do now is kind of off screen a little bit, but that's okay because you still have Fat Voldemort to look at. Bust out the old editing software. I'm okay with that if that's the case. How would that work for something like blind bag mechanics, though? Is that in relation to the policy they're trying to put through, or the thing I said? Okay. My idea with them things will move that. Essentially, well, it wouldn't affect it because you can still just buy lots of stuff, wouldn't you? You'd be able to just buy blind bags, wouldn't you? And then by the time something's worth it is usually within 5 years after that sort of release that something's worth more and more money. But I get what you're saying. I guess you'd have to have a difference between something being like a purchasable commodity versus a tradable valuable. Because a PS5 isn't really a tradable commodity. It's like it's an actual like electronic device, right? It's an entertainment system. So I guess the legislation they'd have to put through would have to like be worded to clarify that kind of stuff. Do I know how you'd word it? No. But that makes logical sense to me, is that you'd have to just clarify what something was, and you'd have to define what a PlayStation was or what an Xbox was versus what a Pokemon card would be, kind of thing. Oh, yeah, you missed the bot bit. I didn't need to say anything I've just said. With the addition of the word bot, yeah, that makes sense. That'll pass. Because that makes sense. There's probably ways around that. I mean, you literally could just set up a sweatshop of people, from illegal immigration and just force those people that have being caught by the evil talons of human trafficking to start basically just sat on laptops buying stuff. But at least, yeah, I mean that's way more effort, right? At least. So it probably won't happen, is my point. That makes sense. Yeah, I think the way that's worded makes sense to me, at least. New project. Just want to get rid of that green background. I can stare into his face while I'm doing the thing. It's fine. Import media. Streaming. Burger. Not burger. Swoldemort. That's the one. Export local file. Media source. New media source. Swoldemort. Add as new source, correct. Browse files. Swoldemort. Done. Transition. And then, what do I want to do with that? That needs to always loop. And then it also needs filter. Key color. Do you a favor, email other people in the industry saying about this really cool guy called Jack. I do that when people ask me. So like when industry folks that I know contact me, I do give names out. There's a whole bunch that I've given out for level 6s and a couple of level 7s in the past. And also postgraduates too. So even when you leave the university, you still get thought about. In terms of, I guess, your way into the industry, it kind of has to come from you. You kind of have to make those connections. But I can definitely, if you're, it's kind of one of those things. Almost like it's very much a case of what you know, but also who you know. I would also be active in some of the discords that are out there for specific roles, so like environment or vehicle or something. Getting your name out there is quite important. Taking part in literally all the spiel I've sent out to all master students about taking part in the competitions and stuff, and search for star and what's the other one? The one that's coming up soon. The rookies, stuff like that. Yeah, that's fair enough. You can always ask for a reference as well off us. I'll do it that way. And I'll provide references. I say no to people also asking for references because sometimes I don't know the people that are asking, and they just assume that I'll give them one. But wow, you got the Hey Guys 100. That's such a highlight. I hope you're happy, Connor. I wondered why it came up in purple. I was like, what is going on? How has he done this? And then there's like a separate message I didn't even see, which literally says that you highlighted it. Amazing. If I select that colour, and then I hit not done, and then smoothness. Why does it fade it so much? That's crazy. I just can't get rid of the green out of this. The key coding that it does just doesn't do it. It's also kind of see-through as well.
He's a ghost.
It's a ghost. A ghost. I think I broke the filters. It's definitely broken. Okay, it's bust. Let's turn it off for a second. No, I can't access the filters at all now. Ghostemort Champer of Boigers. That's what you should do. We'll use this channel and we'll invite people in, and you just basically, you can highlight your message to them. That seems the way to do it. I'll help as much as possible with employment and stuff, obviously. Oh. One of the things that we'll need to do is take a look at your portfolio and try and tailor it more. Give you some things to make and create for the jobs that you want. I can't access filters on this thing anymore, it's broken. This makes me sad. Remove. Re-add. What do you want to do when you go into industry? If it is environments, then that's probably not too bad. But what do you want to do? Okay, well, I guess that's the start. You know, you've got at least got that sort of set up for where it should be. Yeah, we just need to go through your portfolio. A chance to job at the studio. I think Becky, you can probably attest to it in terms of like how connections are useful for getting those job offers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like for the freelance stuff I did, that was literally just because someone from Experience Points like recommended me to someone else, and then that's how I got that job. And I guess like entering competitions and stuff is one of the main.
Competitions are the big one.
For like industry people actually seeing your work. So.
The other one is just going through someone like Aardvark Swift.
Yeah, they got me.
They've for all the students that I've sent through them, all of them have jobs in the industry. You've got, so the competition, it is a competition, right? But again, like I said with like university, you've got people that enter those competitions who have got 10 years of experience ahead of you, and then they decided to go to university and get that that educational. Hey, I've just graduated as a student or whatever, or I'm a student, and that's how they get in there with that kind of crazy skill level they've got. I think the thing is not to do is to compare it and go, I'm bad. It's to look at it and do what I've suggested, is to literally, learn from their stuff and try and beat them. You need to kind of get into that mentality or be hungry for being better than people. That's what you need to do. And that can be hard to motivate yourself on. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be looked at, I guess.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Color key. Spinning around the department administrator, you may be. It's gonna be going in the bin in a minute if I can't get rid of that green. McDonald's. Probably McDonald's, right? Man, it just doesn't want to. That's the best I can do. For some reason, it's just really just absorbed it, and I can't get rid of the rest of the green. When you say start learning Zbrush, what do you mean, John? Because Zbrush is huge, right? Like, there's so much in Zbrush that I don't know, and that's me. I don't know a lot of stuff that's in here. Like, what specific things do you want to learn? Because that's probably the better route to go. Like, pick specific things to master and get good at making using Zbrush. So yeah, but like that's what I mean. Like, what hard surfaces? Because you could be on about cars or tractors or bricks or rocks or. Okay, so what props? Vases, crystalline cats. What? Like, what I would tell you to do is basically like focus on a thing, and just make that one thing, and don't look to make an entire scene. Make one thing from that scene. It is. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. The one with the Jesus in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's based on GeoCities, that whole setup.
Ooh.
GeoCities was amazing. I do love that. I do know what you mean, but like, I would focus on like what things can I learn in Zbrush that help me make the chest, if that makes sense, rather than I want to make a chest and learn a lot of just stuff in Zbrush and make this and make that and make that. Make the chest and learn different techniques for that one thing. And yeah, if there's anything you're not sure on, and you want like you want to learn it, and I'll learn it along with you, this new stuff. I'll do it on the stream, and we can just go through that. That'd be cool to do. Right, I'm going to definitely save this project again, and then it's probably time for bed. For me, anyway. I need to try and get rid of all that green. It's really annoying that it's there. That's fair. I don't have a lecture at 9 AM tomorrow, so I am definitely just going to really ease into my morning.
Damn you.
I'm still going to be there at 9, but like I think I'll wait until 9 to look at my emails rather than like 6 o'clock like I usually do. Or 7 o'clock, depending on if I've got up late. So yeah. Oh. If you want, John, I'll show you how to make rocks using different methods and different techniques, and then you'll know more than just using trim border smooth. Right here then, folks. Thank you for sticking with me during these past... Well, I guess some of you joined in a little bit late, but like for roughly 3 hours and 40 minutes of me streaming tonight. It's been a pleasure as always. And yeah, I'll probably be on again tomorrow. Fucks. Really peppering it in. Very good. Good night, Connor. Thank you for being a good sport and playing all those. And a badge well deserved. Awesome. You're quite welcome. I'm gonna jump to my... I don't know, which one should we do? I've got a Be Right Back one, which I really like because I like the design on it. But it is ending. I'll transition between the two of them, and then that'll happen.
Just change the text.
Do the what?
Just change the text on it.
What, to ending soon? No, because I've got like a thing so I know when I'm doing editing, I've got colour coding.
Okay.
We can talk about the presentations tomorrow after it's happened. That'll be my catharsis for whatever John's about to show me. I'm going to transition it now. There we go. That worked well. I'm back. Why is that not working? Because it's all turned off, that's why. Great.